Well, hello and welcome back to episode 3. Last time you saw us, we were making our way to the campsite and we're continuing along that road. We also took it upon ourselves to have a little drag race along the way to the campsite. Here's how it went down. After winning, well, there was no question I was going to win this one. We passed some adventure riders. These are the first bikers we'd seen in a while, and typically they were all on big adventure bikes. I don't think you need a big adventure bike to do these trips on, but I can certainly see the difference in the comfort that they give. In a few years' time, I'd love to start doing some really long adventures. I've recently been watching Itchy Boots and I can totally see how having an adventure style bike helps her. So, as I've mentioned in my previous videos, I went and tested the Urban GS. This is the spirit of a GS with the retro style. It's got everything you could want for an adventure, a shaft drive, a big tank and lots of places for luggage, yet for me still has that retro style. The only thing I found it was missing, well, you'll have to watch the video, but mainly it was cruise control. Had it had cruise control, it would be the perfect touring machine. But keep an eye out for that video if you want to see more of my thoughts on the BMW Urban GS. This is our campsite for the evening. On the stones there are no midges, but in the field we're in over there, it's ridiculous, but we're hoping it gets better when the sun goes down, which is happening sort of over there. So I'll just point you in the right direction. Sort of happening over there, but we're all set up. Leave all the gear in the tents. It's really nice just to get a bit of a break and go for a wander, really. Hope you guys are enjoying the trip so far. We've had some absolutely amazing roads, and this is our first proper meeting with the midges too. Before this, they've been non-existent. Yesterday there were a few, but really nothing like what we're seeing today. So, hope you guys are enjoying the trip. It was then time to skim some stones. As you can see, I'm great at this, and Jason is not too bad either. Oh. Yeah, I reckon that was good. We'll edit that. This joy of editing. Clearly, I have great skills at stone skimming. Here's a little photo of our setup for the evening. I carry the tent and the awning, and Jason carries his own tent. And then we have the little tables and stuff as well. I look down on the floor, and every single morning, without fail, there was the table in the bag that I'd forgotten to put in. So, I've been on a trip since this one, which you guys can hear about soon, and I didn't take the table. It made things a lot easier, and it was one less thing to put into the bag every morning. And to be fair, I didn't really miss it. Sweaty knees. Sweaty knees. Sweaty knees.
Left, A35.
I'm trying not to look, I'm just so, taken in by it all. My phone's buzzing actually, sorry to be a pain. Can we just pause just so I can put it on airplane so I don't have to listen to hear it? It's very annoying. Why couldn't it have done this seconds ago?
5 minutes later.
Woo! After finally leaving the campsite, we continued along the roads, heading towards a cafe for lunch. We then passed the Garve Dam and stopped for a photo op. And there he is. After a rolling spud, which looks pretty easy to do but it's actually really difficult, especially when you have to let go of your throttle, we arrived at the cafe. Cafe was really nice, very, very slow, but when you're in the middle of nowhere, I guess they can serve you as slow as they like. We then got back on the road, and I spotted some very familiar faces. That is Dan and Peter. Yeah, he was definitely there. Definitely. 100%. Is it? Hey! Oh, no way. Oh, no way. How are you doing? You alright? We were driving past, I was like, I recognise those two bikes. Hi, I'm Jack. Oh, well, we can do that now, yeah. I've got a glove on. Nice. Oh. With the group reunited purely by chance, we diverted to Applecross. My plan for the day was to head towards the store, otherwise known as the Old Man of Store, but this seemed like a lot more fun, and the Old Man of Store can definitely wait until the next trip. Although it looks very close on the map, it's 2.5 hours there and 2.5 hours back from our location. So after realising quite how far it was, I decided to not try and convince them anymore to change their journey, and we joined them, with their permission of course, towards their ride to Applecross. Oh yeah. Yes, I think it is. Salmon or mussel. Hey, got it. With some more scenic views and slightly less scenic views taken in, we continued towards Applecross. This road was certainly cool, felt like I was in the Alps or something. It even came to the point where there were hairpin bends. Of course you have to stop and let traffic through, but why would you not want to stop and look at the view on your left? I'll just point the camera around. Look at that. That's pretty cool. After stopping off for another photo opportunity, it became clear that maybe I should use my DJI Osmo. The trouble with trying to film and be in a group at the same time is you have to be ready to pack away as soon as they're ready to leave. I liked this style, although I might go back to solo trips for a while. And if you want an example of how hot it was, here's Jason's stand melted into the tarmac. We were only there for about 5 minutes. I've had this happen in London before, but I'd never expect this in Scotland. We then carried along to Applecross. There's not a lot to see at Applecross. There's a really nice pub on the corner and a very lonely petrol station. Of course we took the chance to use the petrol station, and I'll show you that later. But as part of my new move to make my videos easier to watch and easier to edit for me, I'm going to end this one here. We did eventually set up camp on this beach, but something so exciting happened, I really want to give it the time it deserves, rather than just showing you a little glimpse. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope this makes my videos easier to watch, and that you don't mind me cutting this one a bit short. The half an hour ones are fun, but I feel like people don't have the time to dedicate half an hour, and maybe a little 10-minute, 15-minute one would be worth a try. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.